Hold on while I put on my gaming sleeve. Alright. Oh, I dodged that. It'll be nice to play this in the West where we don't have latency for those types of issues. Alright, let me drink some coffee, because I'm a little sluggish. Alright. So this is basically about almost my third character to 45, but it's because every time I play on the Korean servers, I just get booted too many times. So we kind of just gave up on the Korean servers, unfortunately, even though the game runs way better on the Korean servers. Hmm.
저 균열을 막아야 합니다. 균열을 파괴해야 합니다. 감사합니다. 다른 분들은 모두
나는 괜찮네. 페르노스.
털끝 하나 다 이 주변을 가득 메웠.
잘 됐군요. 하지만 순례자가 말하기
그래, 그철
쉼 디오니님께 여쭙 아이런. 지금은 어렵겠으면 충격이 크신 듯. 환영신의 축복이 디오니님께 숙적.
예. I don't understand why, like how I went to the mail system, went here. Oh, okay, I see. It was just, it automatically looted. I thought it was a chest. The crystals, battle hand scrolls, challenge tickets. Okay, it just automatically gave me those things. I thought it was like, it'd give me like a chest that I had to open. Apparently not. Man, my ordeal is just so low. Drop there.
네가 그녀 쉼터로 가야 한다고? 그럴 순 없. 이 앞에 모노리스 보이나? 모노리스에 새겨진 그분의 의지를 혹시 괜찮다면 쉬운 일. 하지만 진정으로 자네 그 일이 끝나.
Ah, this is one of the better places for leather, but this is so heavily farmed. Place the key on the table of proof at the right time. The temple shall test your worthiness. Okay. What are these guys? Hmm. Wait for the savior.
모노리스의 오! 환영신의 의지를 전해야 하네. 이제 자네도 원...
Oh, I finally hit level 45. So I finally hit level 45. Look at all the stuff that's unlocking. World level, everything's unlocking. Holy shit. Like Ascension, everything's like unlocking. This is the first time I hit level 45. I've had multiple other characters like in their 40s, but on the stupid Korean servers, but they kept booting me, so I finally had to switch back to this server. Wow, this stuff just keeps unlocking. Achievement unlocked. Huh. What is ranking? Abyss ranking, Transcendence. Transcendence is a 4-player dungeon featuring multiple stages, each with its own difficulty. S rank must be acquired in each stage to unlock the next level. Oh jeez, that sounds difficult. I swear everything's difficult. Go to this battlefield. 8v8 battle where victory is achieved by following the rules of each game mode. Sanctuary, what is this? Entry requirements 2,700, holy shit. 98, oh my god, look at that. Ooh, that's a pretty cool looking sword. Damn. Again, is a special card item that grants unique powers and abilities. The card's grade determines its stats. The equipped card can be enhanced. You can extract the duplicate card to obtain mysterious crystal. Use the mysterious crystal for transmutation ability to choose special properties and stats. Owned 0. So much to this game that I don't know. Skills. How come I can't level up my skills? Like, so level 10 is max? That doesn't make sense that says that's max level, and yet there's 12 and 16. I don't understand that. Is it unlocked by gear score? I don't get that. Yeah, I don't understand. How can this be max level? There's so much to this game to learn. Like to really like min-max in this game, there's just so much to it. How do you respec? Like, how would I like respec? Can I like unlearn an ability? How do you respec? Can you go? What's this do? All special skills will be deactivated. Reset skills. Is it? I'm gonna go. I don't want to see. Let's see. You can reset your core skills freely at any time to reallocate points, which is great for experimenting with builds. And you unlock stigma skills later that can also be reset, but cost currency. For gear stats, use special reset blocks. So, okay, let's not reset just at the moment, but we are going to reset soon. Because we're going to have to, I think. So that we can figure out how this works. So I'm kind of at a loss for why certain skills say they're max rank, and yet they... I mean, unless there's like a limit to like where your points can go. So, not really sure about that.
돌아오셨군요. 도리안을 도와 마침
면목 없군. 자네들이 이 쉼터
당연한 일을 했을 뿐입니다.
물론이네. 신전으로 가는 진실된 특별한 기운을 가진 환영수의 정수를 환영 표면에 줘 정원을
저자의
Gathering the illusion tree's essence. I know. Oh. I know. Oh.
하지만 이 과정 내가 정수를 정제한 그들의 당신은 새벽의 레기온 소속 대반님? 실은 그때 열린 순례자들이 상처를 그렇지 나를 그것들은 단순한 눈에 익은 물건들이 환영신이시여. 자, 엘데스. 하지만 과거에 해석하게도
괜찮네.
역시
정수를 화로에 부...
What are all these people doing here? They just look suspicious standing here. No idea what's going on. I don't know. There's just so much to this game. I have no idea what's going on, man. What is this? Shoulders, really? Oh, it's like the smallest of upgrades. What the hell? Oh, nice stone. I don't know if there's anything else we can use. I just don't know if there's anything else we can do with the imprint trace. I guess I'm not worried about it for right now.
모든 화로 이제 엘데스 신전 앞으로 가지. 드디어 도착했군. 이제
맞네. 증명의 와
정말로
자식.
Everybody's just like, The grunts. Korean games at their heart, man. Lots of grunting. Get this crazy. Lotus.
그대들은 누구인가? 내 신관은 어디 있지?
가시를 주신 환영의 주신 환영의 근원이 필요합니다. 천계를 구할 수 있게 도와주십시오.
근원을 다하여 자격을 갖추었는가?
대신원의 대리인으로 왔습니다.
오만한 개발. 그렇다면 증명하라.
증명하겠습니다.
공포가 너를 무너뜨리리라.
Oh shit.
공포를 이겨냈군. 근원을 원하는 자, 이제 진정한 카이시넬의 힘을 마주하라. 근원을 찾는 자의 자격을
환영에 속지 말게.
다들 어디 있는 겁니까?
뭐야? 왜 날 공격한 거야?
출신의 시험일시 이겨내야 하리.
shit. I don't really know what to do here. I'm supposed to kill these cores, huh? I believe. Hmm.
그 놈으로 뭘 하겠다는 거야?
천계를 구할 것입니다.
그 힘으로 적에게 복수하라. 천계를 위하여 승리를 바쳐라.
이제 방벽에 가까워진 겁니까?
그렇다고 할 수 있지.
Now is when he turns
이제
evil.
엘테넨에서 유스티엘의 근원을 찾아야 하네.
How many cores do we need? It's like this quest just never ends.
마침내 손에 넣었네.
At last, it's in my hands.
긴 여정이었군.
페로노스, 이제 방벽을
아니, 주신 유스티엘의 근원을
유스티엘의 근원
이곳에서 나눌 이야기는 아닌 것 같군.
보시다시피 비석이 파괴된 이후 비석을 나로서는
is this? Season missions. Arena of Solitude. Well, you can buy like these like temporary things, right? Look, 80 life crystals, nice. That's nice. I've got what, 900 of these things.
다들 수고 많았네. 정말로 근원을
대장,
하지만 페르노스, 아까 하시려던 얘기를
엘테는
뭐 엘테네는 낯선 땅이야. 말로 페르노스.
좋네. 그럼 떠날 준비.
대장, 하고 싶...
나니야.
좀 조용한 곳으로
거주 구역.
거주구역으로 같이 가자. 이제 엘테넨으로 가는 거야?
그래야겠지. 유스티.
티타니에는 기지로 돌아갔어. 엘테넨은 베르테론과 달리
나니야, 네 말이 맞아. 하지만 방벽으로 가기 위해서 어차피
거긴 베르테론과 환경부터 다른 지역이야.
거기도 용족에게 저항하는 대바들이 있을 거야.
루터스 말이 맞아. 우리의 시작도 그랬어. 하나씩 그리고 페로노스가 걱정은 알지만 더 잘하자는 뜻으로 알겠어.
알겠어, 대장.
디모네스에게 필요한 물품을.
This is cool. Once again, I'm blown away by the graphics. I mean, look at this tree with all. It's just awesome.
떠날 준비를 하는 건가? 처음에는 방벽 하지만 베르테론을 풍요롭게 아직 칼리드를 용서할 수는 없지만 자네들이라면 기분이 이상하고 엘테넨으로 떠나기 전에 어비스에 있는 자네 정도의 실력이면 어비스는 아이온이 갑자기 붕괴하며 하지만 미지의 장소에는 이미 몇몇 대바들이 어비스의 환영신의 정원 언덕에 있는 어비스 포탈을 이용하면 바이토스가 어비스를 지원 중이니 그럼 자네가 어떤 기회가 되면
다시 뵙습니다. 근원을 얻는데 성공한 어비스는 포탈을 통해서만 진입할 수 있습니다. 어비스는 차원이 이어진 곳입니다. 마족과 우리는 새 포탈을 통해 도착하시면 테미논 거점에 도달하게 그가 포탈 위치를 이드나
Look at this, you can buy level 76 item right here. And it only cost, what was it, like millions of Adina? What is going on with this chair? All right. Excuse me.
슬슬 보물이 나타날 시간이다. 저기 보물이 나타났다. 얼른 가봐라. 보물이 사라지기 전에 확인해야 한다. 저쪽에도 보물이 나타났다. 보물은 여기저기 나타난다냐.
I don't understand. I really don't understand why I do so poor on these events. I don't know if it's something to do with like damage. Is it like how hard I'm hitting these boxes? Because I feel like I'm looting. Go, white. Fly, girl. To hell. Yeah, I don't really understand this. Why I struggle getting skill points here.
왜 안 나오지? 잠깐! 갑자기 어마어마한 보물의 균이 느껴진다! 빨리 가! 이러다 정말 엄청난 보물 나오는 거 아니냐?
Like nobody, they don't loot these chests because I guess it takes too long, you know, get anything out of them. I don't really understand, but stop attacking! What the hell are you doing, girl? Oh my god, I'm like, what the?
갑자기 보물의 기운이 사라졌다냥! 골드린이 변덕스럽게 무슨 짓을 해둔 걸 거다! 다음에도 또 도와주면
That's it.
좋겠다.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I don't get this at all. Like, I don't get how I I don't get how I end up scoring so low. Like, I don't get it. Like, does it have to do with how much damage? I don't get it. Like, so many of these Shugo events, I don't understand why my character underperforms. It's like I'm hitting this. I mean, I'm not doing as good as some people, but it shouldn't be that bad. It's like, what the fuck, man? I don't know. I never get the right card. Doesn't matter which ones I pick. I swear the RNG's fucking rigged, man. I swear it's fucking rigged, man. I never pick the right thing. I could just close my eyes and randomly pick all day long and I'd still never get the best cards. It's just like fucking unbelievable. I hate RNG shit, man. It's just so stupid. It's like, don't do RNG. Just give me a set amount of rewards for my effort so that I know what I'm getting. Like, RNG is just the dumbest thing in MMOs. But yeah, I don't get that event. Like, is there an explanation of it? Find as many treasures as you can. Earn points when you obtain treasures inside. Keep an eye out. See, I don't get this. I don't understand how people are, like, outscoring me by, like, so much. Really knows this game because I have somebody's like, let's see, Aion to Shugo, Gob, Treasure. Let me try this.
Yo, what is good, you guys? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to teach you about weaving, which is animation canceling in most common terms. For those of you that played Aion 1, you already probably know what this is, but for people that are new to Aion as a game, animation canceling, weaving, is the act of canceling the animation of a skill by using another skill, or in simpler terms, you can think of certain skills as auto attacks that are cancelable by other skills. This shortens the animation and essentially allows you to get in more damage in certain situations, and also it allows you to maintain resources. I want to say that certain classes actually need to master this in order to be good without just spamming mana potions, right? So for example, Templar, Gladiator, Ranger are probably the top 3 classes that are going to be weaving. However, I think with the right amount of combat speed, weaving should be possible on almost every class.
I don't even know what weapon holstering is. What the hell is weapon holstering? Gladiator's roll, which I'm assuming is dodge, I guess, to cut short recovery frames of attacks faster, smoother combos. The Templars are rebalancing it to reduce dominance, with Templars using shield skills and weapon swings for tanking, meaning canceling helps Weave's abilities to maintain aggro better, even with movement during attacks. Key mechanics concepts for Templar animation canceling I2. Movement canceling. I2 generally allows movement while attacking, but canceling the end of the skill's animation with a quick step or dodge helps reset faster for the next skill. Is this something that we can actually practice or demo? Like here. We need to somehow practice this. Well, and of course, I'm Helen gone from Cartagena. Right? Where was I? I think I was over here somewhere, right? I don't even know. That's the thing I hate about the Shugo festivals. Whenever you go to the Shugo festival, it never teleports you back to where you were, which I find incredibly annoying. You know, it's like, take me back to where I was. instead of, you know, to wherever your Shugo event was held at. That is incredibly annoying.
당신도 어비스 여기 보이는 포탈을 통한 운이 좋다면
But you need a you actually need a teleport scroll to do this? Alright, we're going to the abyss for the very first time.
안녕하십니까? 저는 어비스 탐사단 칼라일이라. 어비스의 미지의 공간인 어비스에서 어느 정도 지리가 밝혀진 곳입니다. 가는 길에는 용족뿐만 아니라
Is there a PvP merchant here? Oh, they actually have crafting tables here. That's interesting. More crafting tables. Secret base. Go to Dawn Legion base, right? Okay. Actually, I'm a little bit not sure if that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't think I'm supposed to go there. So this is like Aion 1 where we can go through these, right? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm taking damage. These guys are kicking my ass, to be honest. Shit. Oh fuck, I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Oh my god. Tanky much? All that for 58 abyss points. Jeez. Can only be used by an Asmodean, so. Shit, there's an Asmodean. People in their little dragon mounts. Different kind of feather? Interesting. What's the skill level? 900? Quick join? Alright, well, I've never done this dungeon before, so I have no idea.
뉴트 청소부를 전부 처리하자고. 앞에 경계병이 있을 거라고. 왼쪽 언덕으로 올라가 보자고. 잘했다고. 활강으로 들키지 않게 들어가자고.
I'm following this guy because he looks like he knows where he's going.
키벨리스크가 있다고. 가긴 하라고. 잘했다고. 이제 안쪽으로 들어가 보자고. 아바투르가 지키고 있는 어비스 입구 제어 장치를 조작하라고. 안전하게 아바투르를 처리하는 게 좋겠다고. 입구가 열렸다고. 나를 믿고 아래로 뛰어내려 보라고.
Did they jump?
안쪽에 사라스와티가 있다고. 해치우라고.
I don't know what's going on.
활강에서 땅에 잘 안착하라고. 저 붉은 물은 위험해 보인다고. 빠지지 않게 조심하라고.
Yeah, okay, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know where I'm going.
수상한 알이 있다고. 닿지 않게 조심하라고.
Damn. Can't move. Let me move. Can't move. Shit. Okay, that was interesting.
내가 지름길을 안다고. 붉은 풀이 있는 곳으로 가자고. 히벨리스크를 각인하고 용오름을 타보자고.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Whoa! Whoa, 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 come on. What the hell?
라크 슈미는 안쪽에 있다고. 활강으로 들키지 않게 들어가자고.
I'm just like... Don't... Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, like... How do I get to where they are? I don't... Can I fly here? No. Oh, is it through here? Maybe it's through here. This game's fucked up, dude. It's so funny when you go to a dungeon for the first time because you're just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you don't really know, like, how to get around or anything. It's really weird.
라크 슈미의 시녀가 소환됐다고. 라크 슈미를 회복시켜주니 먼저 처리해야 한다고. 그러면 틈새 키벨리스크를 이용해 나가자고.
Come on, go. Jeez. It is brutal going into a dungeon for the first time because you're just like, you don't really know what you're doing. It can be kind of a sobering experience.
앞쪽에 바람결 활성화 장치가 있다고. 어서 조작해보자고. 잘했다고. 바람길을 타보자고. 키벨리스크가 있다고. 가긴 하라고. 잘했다고. 아크바르를 처치하러 가자고.
대바가 어떻게 여기 왔지? 아카라마님의 명상을 방해하지 마라. 용제를 넘어설 뿐이시다.
잘했다고. 아공간으로 들어가 보자고.
용조,
Oh, it's this fight. Shit.
새로운 우주. 대바는 필요 없다.
That guy's dead already. This is crazy fight. It's just so crazy. shit.
조심하라고.
I can't see. Be careful.
피하면서 이동하자고. 다카르마에게 그로기 스킬들을 사용하라고.
I'm dead. Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing. What the hell? I don't know what the hell. Oh my god. What did it say? Jump over them? I tried to jump, and all I was getting was. Even if I jumped, I was getting hit every time. Okay, forget. That wasn't fun. Oh, I was late hitting my button on that one. Stunned. Stunned. He's almost dead. So the only really hard part about this boss was just that one thing where I had to like jump over the waves, which I don't know if I just wasn't jumping over the waves correctly, or you know. Don't know. Not sure what happened. Interesting that after you do the dungeon, it takes you back out here. Talk to someone at Terminal Base. Yeah, that was just weird. 51. I mean, these are like such minor upgrades, you know? Like, very minor. I would prefer to get... Shit, I would prefer to get defense or something. Again, these are such minor upgrades. Like, ooh, 49 to 51. It's like, is it even worth like spending the money to enchant something when it's such a minor upgrade? I kind of like almost feel like it isn't. It's like, why bother, you know? What is this? A material used for crafting draconic gear. Okay. So what I want to see is if you go to the market, for example, and let's look for. Actually, let's look at our gear, right? How do we look at our gear? I guess inventory. What's our worst piece of gear? Let's see, 48, 50, 49. I guess my leggings. So, how much money did we get too? Another thing is like, how much money did we get for doing the dungeon? So, okay, so we got 180,000 kina for doing that dungeon. But it wasn't super fast. It's not like Fire Temple, which we get 150,000 for, and it's like super, it's a very, very quick dungeon. How much are we on Expedition? You can see 310. So here's the, like I said, Fire Temple's very quick. And we do get, it doesn't tell you here like how much money you get. At least I don't see it anywhere in here where it says like, there, we did get, oh, to get this, you got to do it 3 times apparently to get that reward. But I mean, holy crap, these items, well, this one here, this guard is, I don't know, these aren't that great. They're okay. It doesn't say how much money you get. And then there's conquest versions of these dungeons, which are obviously much more difficult. 1. How many do we have? I'm curious, because I died quite a bit. So we have 70. So that's not bad. Again, though, if we go to the market, and let's say that we're looking for armor, legs, like you can see this is 55, which is a better upgrade than another item, but it's too expensive. I mean, like I wouldn't want to spend that much. Like here, it's like 1.8 million for the 65. I think you can buy stuff with your Abyss points, though. I don't really know how, though. I don't really understand how this shit works. Let me go to here.
That's, you want to be doing this as much as you can. Emergency high amount plus ideal server time 10 to 6 is huge. It's pretty cheap at the moment. 1 Deva points just from doing seal dungeons. The equal.
Okay, so I think what we need to do, like right now, our gear score is just so bad. So I think what we're supposed to do is complete all of the green quests and all of the question marks, all the dungeons and all the strongholds. So that right there gives us a shit ton of stuff that we need to do before we're really ready to grind the Abyss. Hey, what's up? It's I like Ion 2, but it's definitely it's a different type of game. Hold on a second, my microphone volume is way too loud apparently.
열쇠를 안 주잖아.
Testing, testing.
수상한 놈인데 잘 죽었지 뭐.
It's a different kind of game. Like if you've ever played Ion 1, I mean there's a lot of similarities. Um, it has a very interesting progression system. I think the biggest thing I dislike about Ion 2 is I don't like RNG. I just think RNG is and I don't mind RNG for like enchanting too much if it's not too punishing. Like, but the one thing that I've really been struggling with is there's these Shugo events. Now there's these festival events that you want to do, and you want to do all of them, like because there's achievements. Like if you do each of these enough, it unlocks achievements, and achievements give you obtainable items. Like here, you can see obtainable rewards. I don't even know, whatever. Um, but what I struggle with these is I'll do like the Godin's treasure, and it shows a scoreboard of who gets the most points in these events. I'm always at the bottom of the list. I mean, I'm not at the bottom always, but it's rough, man. I don't understand why. Like you can see here, it says find as many treasure chests as you can, earn points when you obtain treasure. I don't see why people can go in here and score like 3,500 points, and I'll score like 800 points. And I'm like, am I just that bad at it, or is there some sort of secret, or is it because their gear score is a lot higher? Because you have to hit these chests to open them up. Is it just because when their gear score is so much higher that when they hit these chests, they break open after like one swing, which could be part of the problem because I have to like hit the chests like multiple times to break them open. It could be that someone else just they're hitting so much hard, the chest is open. Because it's all based on how fast you can open up these chests, and there's all these other players and they're trying to do it. So that's a frustrating part for me is the Shugo Festival stuff. I'm struggling with it a little bit. And then, but that's just one thing that I'm struggling with, and it's just lack of knowledge. Ion 2 doesn't really hold your hand that much, especially since remember these are Korean and Thai servers, so not everything's going to be translated. I think like the quests and stuff are all translated. But when you go into dungeons, like I just did one dungeon for the first time, and when you go into a dungeon for the first time, it's very I like to say it's a sobering experience because you don't know like the way it's not like a normal dungeon. It's not like a World of Warcraft dungeon where you just walk down a hallway. I mean, these dungeons are like you're jumping off cliffs and flying from one piece of land that's floating in the air to another piece of land, and if you mistime your jump or maybe an ad behind you hits you in the back and slows you, you could fall and die. And then there's these boss fights where they're like throwing out big rings of water, and it's like, hey, jump over the rings, and then you're trying to jump and you're getting hit and you don't really know why. It's like, am I mistiming my jump, or is there something I'm doing wrong? So there's just a lot of painful learning experiences, I think. But as far as the game, like just the combat's really good. I like the combat. The graphics are just unbelievable. I mean, I think my favorite part of the game is the graphics, and the world is just massive. It's just huge. The world is so big. It's a very, very, and it's completely open world. Like almost everything you see, you can just go to. And the flying, of course, is amazing. Like the mobility, how you fly and stuff it's fantastic. So it's just one of those games that's very Korean. If you haven't played Korean MMOs that much, it's a different type of MMO. This is not like a Western MMO. This is not like Guild Wars 2 or World of Warcraft or Fantasy. It's, there's all these systems. And I think one of the best things you can do if you want to like learn, if you really want to get an idea of how this game works, is I would watch Welp's video here. He's got a video called How to Increase Your Gear Score from 0 to 2400. If you just go through this video, he kind of walks you through like what you need to do to kind of level up your character, what kind of things you should be doing. And it's a really good video. Go through the main story quest, do some of the, do the side quests. He says save Odile energy for 1600 conquests. So that's interesting because 1600 conquest would be like if you go to expedition, the dungeons, and the one you're going to be doing a lot is Fire Temple, but there's exploration dungeons which you can do. But every time you do a dungeon, it uses your energy. You have 840 energy here, right, on the right, and currently I only have 310. Now, I have the other thing too is you can't really play this game without a subscription. I mean, you can play this game for free and you can have fun playing it for free. But if you want to try to progress, fairly quickly or try to keep up with some other players, which I don't really care much about that. I'm not trying to keep up. My biggest thing with playing this on the Thai servers and the Korean servers is just to understand the game. So when it comes to the West, I understand what I'm doing. I have a leg up on other American players or whoever. When I come into the game, when it comes out to the West next year, probably in November, December next year would be my guess is when it'll release to the West, is that I have an understanding how the game works. So that's why I'm playing on these servers. It's just to figure out the game. Because I think Aion 2 is a simplistic MMO. I don't think. Because I've played tons of MMOs, like tons of MMOs, right? And, Aion 2 has a lot of systems. There's a lot of different type of horizontal progression systems. And it's just a big MMO. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I think when you watch that video by Whelps, I think it'll really help really give you an idea of kind of what things you should be doing. Which is like if you don't know and you just come to the game blind, you're going to feel kind of lost. But with the membership, like I have the membership, so my ODL energy recharge amount is increased by 50% because I have the Senka. I think to go to subscribe, I have the special Shugo membership here, which is the most expensive membership, and it gives me, these different Shugo reward key recharge amount increased 2 times, ODL energy selection count increase. I get like ODL energy recharge by 50%. Oh, you're pretty amazed, and I'm not even done yet, dude. And I'm not even done. So what I was talking about with when Whelps said here. Remember Whelps when I was talking about Whelps, and he's talking about upgrading. Remember here he says save ODL energy for 1600 conquest. So what he's saying is don't blow your energy on like the exploration here, which takes 30 energy to run this dungeon. You want to save up your energy to when you get to the point where you can do the conquest version of Fire Temple. But this is requiring a gear score. And the other thing too is people are creating groups, but it's pretty gated. So what I mean by that is they're saying, oh, I've got a group, but you have to be 2600 gear score, right? It's like I want you to be 2600 gear score when you join my group. So even though the dungeon requirement is only 2200 gear score, most of these groups are going to be higher than that. You can see, look, 2500, 20. Here's the lowest one I see, 2400. Right. So you got to be prepared for that, and to get to 2400, it's going to take you some time, right? It's going to take you a while to get your gear score up to that level. I don't like the gears. This here, the energy, it says it periodically charges 15. Here it says 2. So the next time it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. So 15 energy doesn't seem like a lot. Now I don't know if that includes my membership's 50% bonus or not. So I don't know if like normally it's going to be 7.5. I'm going to guess that probably 15 is the non 50%. Because 50% of 15 is 7.5, and I wouldn't think that the recharge amount would be displayed with a decimal precision. So, and I wouldn't think that the regular would be, what would be 50% of that? I mean, 10% would be 1.5, so it'd be, what is that? 3 points, that's 5, it'd be 5, I guess, right? No, oh my God, my math skill. 50% of this is 7.5, but if this was 50% added on to it, then it would be, oh God. Anyways, it'd be like normally like 12 would be 10, 1, 2, 3, 6. It'd be like 10, I guess. Yeah, it'd be 10 normally. So I guess so this could be like that. Normally it's 10. My membership gives me 50%, so I get 15. Maybe that's why that. I don't know if this is just updating for my membership at all. I don't know. I also have this charged energy, and I'm not quite sure how the charged energy works. But what happens is you get through like doing different things, you acquire these things here. These ODL energy, and you can use these. Like you can go here and you can open this up and you can use one of these, and when you do, it'll add 40 energy to your energy. But I don't understand if the energy, see it says plus 120, so I've added some of that energy into my energy here, so I have plus 120. So I don't know if that means that when I'm going to guess what that means is it's like a buffer. so that if the 310 goes down to 0, then it's going to start using my additional energy that I've applied. I'm assuming what that means. I think it's kind of weird to put it that way. For me personally, I just would have added this into this, but maybe keeping it separate makes sense because this number is going to go up. Like it's going to be recharging, whereas this one's not going to recharge. This is those ODL energies you've applied to your energy. So I guess it makes sense to separate it out that way. So yeah, so there's all of these dungeons, and then you've got the Abyss, which is, you know, like Aion 1. You have the Abyss, which is where you go in and it's a PvP zone and you do like quests and daily quests, and that's a way that you can get your Abyss points. You can see here I've got 14,000 Abyss points. You get these by doing different things. You can get Abyss points by doing the different Shugo events, right? You do these and you can get Abyss points. You can also get Abyss points by doing the supply requests. These are like just kind of like repeatable quests you can do, and they require all kinds of stuff. You can see I've completed these 3. Like this one just wanted me to turn in some ODL, and this is just stuff you can gather. So this is like gathering a resource. And then here it wanted me to turn in some enhancement stones. These you just get by disenchanting gear, or there's a few other ways. Here you can turn in some Silentium. I don't know how many it needs. Here it needs 8. Now Silentium is actually worth money. Each Silentium is worth 5,000 Kina, so it's actually quite a bit of money. But you're gonna get 1.2 thousand, so it's probably worth using this to turn in to get Abyss points. So let's go ahead and say this. We're gonna deliver this. So that cost me 40,000 Kina to basically obtain 1.2 thousand, 1,200 Abyss points and 420 enhancement stones. Okay, but this is a great way to do these quests, and you can do this with your crafting. You can go into crafting, and a lot of this stuff is all craftable stuff. So and anybody can craft. You can learn all the crafting systems in the game. So you can go and craft all these different items. Like not all these are crafting, but all these at the top are. Like you can go and craft, but it requires the artisans, which is a higher rank. I think these higher level items is really not easy. The expert ones are fairly easy, but again, it's all RNG based. Every time you craft like a regular weapon here, then you have a 25% chance that craft will upgrade to the next level. Now, when the 25% procs, it still has to craft the upgraded item. So you can get the 25% proc, and then it'll try to make the upgraded item, but that can still fail. So you've got to successfully make the item and then get the 25% proc. Then you've got to successfully get that next item to craft successfully. And then if you wanted to go to the next level up, you'd have to take that item. And it's easier if I show you. I'll just show you. Check this out. It's actually easier if I show you. Where am I? Oh, I jumped into a dungeon. Let me finish this dungeon first before I do that. Or it's not a dungeon, it's just like a little mini dungeon. I am on the Taiwan server. I was playing on the Korean server, but okay, there's something wrong with my screen rotation right now. It feels like way too fast. So let me see if I can fix this really quick. Graphics, camera. It's 3735, so I don't know why my rotation. It just feels. Oh, look at that. Now see how it slowed down. That was interesting. My screen rotation was way too fast, and when I went into the settings and looked at them, and then came back out of the settings, it was back to what it normally is. Horizontal is too slow though. Let's move this up to back to 40. Okay, that feels pretty good.
또 노토스가 보낸 쥐새끼인가? 날 잡을 수 있을 것 같나? 목숨이.
Let's check the Fallen Renegade. Okay. But it could be that I had sprint going. I don't know. No. Yeah, I am on the Thai servers. The problem with the Korean servers is they have some sort of like anti-cheat stuff that runs every hour, and people who have Korean accounts, you get booted. You get booted from the game constantly. It's really annoying. Like, and then you have to re-verify. It's just very frustrating.
쓸모없는 녀석들. 내가 직접 상대해주마. 잠깐, 넌 노토스 레기온 단원이 아니군. 그럼 우리 얘기 좀 하지 않겠나? 이봐, 원한은 없을. 다 헛소리야. 그냥 내가 살 방법이 노토스 레기온 녀석들은 너도 강해 보이는데 내 생각 이해하. 저 상자 보이지? 우린 가짜 축복.
I always like to practice my stun locking as much as I can. All right, so I was talking about the crafting. It's easier to kind of to talk about the crafting by actually showing you the crafting, but let's see where they want me to go. Terminal base, which is sorry, my mouse pad's dirty. All right, terminal base. Yeah, we're gonna go back to this base here, I think. That's Zumian Village. Where is Termin Base? Is it back down here? I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna go to my favorite base, which is this one. It's kind of like the starting base. This is the Templar class. This is the tanking class. So if you want to tank, and I'm looking at, I don't really understand how the respecking of talents work in this game, but I'm looking at playing around with that next to try to figure stuff out. Wow, look at now the Christmas events are in full swing. So you can see all the Christmas decorations, which is pretty cool actually. You know, the Christmas trees, and this area looks way different than it normally does because it's all lit up with all the Christmas lights. All these stalls here, like these locations, are normally, you know, they're always here, but now they're decorated with all the Christmas lights and the Christmas holly and stuff, which is pretty cool actually. But yeah, but that's my favorite part of the game. One of my favorite parts of the game is the graphics. The graphics are just so good, and like I said, the movement. You know, obviously the flying is really good. You know, but what I was talking about is if you're going to craft something, like here's the handicraft merchant. I'm kind of turned around here, armorsmith. So like you can craft like something like the greaves here, but when you craft these, they have a 25% chance to upgrade to the splendid greaves. If you get the splendid greaves to craft successfully, then you can go and create the next level up greaves, which would be these. Now these require the splendid greaves up here, see, as a region, as a resource. So then if you crafted these with the splendid greaves, you have a 25% chance that you're going to get the expert. But here's the thing, if it fails, or if it doesn't proc the upgraded experts, then what you're going to end up with is just the green experts, not the blue. And if you end up with the green, but you were trying to proc and get the blue because you wanted to craft the next level up, which would be the artisans, right? Then you have to start all over again, right? So it's like, okay, we didn't proc the experts one, this one here. We didn't proc this experts on the right here. Since we didn't proc this, then we got to go back and we got to start all over again. So you can craft like any of these items and try to move up and keep crafting the next level up item, but the chance that you're going to get through this RNG based system quickly isn't very good. I mean, it may take, and you can see the materials it takes just to make one of these items. Getting leather is a pain in the ass. Like getting 3 strong leather, just that could take you like, not a long time, but it could take you like, I don't know, 10 minutes just to get 3 leather or something. Because you got to go there, you got to kill some mobs, and the problem is strong leather is very heavily needed. So a lot of people farm it, so you're always fighting other people for leather. You can buy it, but it's probably fairly expensive because it is. Like if you go to the market, and then to be able to use the market, if you want to go and use the market, you have to have a subscription. You can't even use the marketplace without a subscription. So good luck trying to do any without a subscription. Crafting kind of is going to be crazy. Look at this, 76 for this sword, 7.5 million, right? This is what it looks like. That's what that sword and shield looks like. Well, you can buy the materials in the store, but I mean, I'm not going to do that. So, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of, and then once you hit 45, all this stuff unlocks. So once you hit 45, this season stuff unlocks. Once you hit 45, the Transcendence unlocks. The Abyss unlocks, right? I mean, all this stuff. Arena unlocks, Raid unlocks, Ascension, Trial unlocks. There's just Sanctuary, I think, unlocks. I mean, there's so much. This game has a ton of content, like a ton of content. There's also Substance Morph. So, like, one of the ways you can get, there's 2 different currencies really in the game. Right? There's a lot of different currencies, but the monetary currency is used to buy stuff. Like, if you look up here, you can see that I have 3.2 million Kina. Kina is the main currency, and this is used for everything. I mean, you need Kina. Like, every time you want to enchant your gear, you're going to be using Kina. Every time you want to disenchant gear, you're going to be using Kina. Like, it's used for everything. And then this is Kuna. Kuna you buy, there's 2 ways to get Kuna. One of the ways is to, and I always forget how to get back to the screen that I was just on here. Is it exchange? You go to exchange. One of the ways is to sell your Kina to other players in the game for Kuna, right? So 400,000 Kina currently is selling for around 140 Kuna. Now, to get Kuna, you have to go to the shop, right? This is bought with real money. So, like here, I can buy 400 Kuna for 190 NT, which is Thai currency, I guess. So, 190 NT to USD, that is $6. Okay. So if I want to spend $6, I can buy 400 Kuna, right? For $6. Or if I don't want to spend $6 to get that, I can go into here and try to get it by making these chests and selling them. And then I don't know if I have any chests. And then to get a chest, what you got to do is you got to go to Substance Morph and just make it. Like right now I have 3.2 million Kina, and I can morph this. Confirm. And now I took 400,000 of my Kina and I put it into a chest here. And of course, I can open this chest up if I just want to get my money back out of it. I can. Or I can now sell this chest on the market. We're going to go exchange. Actually, we're going to go list. Exchange, list. And we're going to right click this. And it looks like what we were seeing was 140. So I'm just going to type in 140. Oh, sales quantity, sorry. Here, we're going to go 140. Right? It says the lowest trading unit was 98, the highest trading unit was 1201, the average trading unit, current lowest trading unit is 140. Ooh, the average trading unit price. You know what, let's try to go, let's do something like, I don't know, let's try 230. And then it's going to cost me 23,000 Kina to list this. Okay, item registered. Now, will that ever sell? Probably not. Who knows? I've never tried to sell this before, but that's how you can try to like convert like your in-game Kina to shop currency, and shop currency is Kuna. I wish they would have came up with a different name, like Kina Kuna. Those names are very similar. So, the Patriot Brigade persists of building their flank fortresses in various places. Matchmaking. The other thing, I feel like there's a lot of trepidation. Like for me personally, when I go to these things that unlocked at level 45, to me I feel like there's a lot of trepidation. Like you're going into these dungeons, you're going into these events without really knowing how they work. Like here, it doesn't really tell you anything. It just says research base. Gives you an item level, right? Which I don't meet, by the way. So I can't even do this even if I wanted to. But like the one I just went to, like the raid, like this one, like I don't know anything about this raid. So there's definitely a learning curve in this game. You know what I mean? And I think obviously this being, there's also a gift box here. Now we can open this if we have a lavish snowflake key. And to get a lavish snowflake key, we go into here and we say substance morph. And we're going to make this. Oh, I thought I just made one. It says lavish snowflake key. I thought didn't I just make a lavish snowflake key? I could have sworn that's what I just did. Did it fail? Let's go here. Okay, well, I wasn't really watching. Let's go back on the stream. I want to see, did it fail? Is there like a proc or something? It failed. Okay, so it failed. So I tried to make the lavish snowflake key so they could open this, and it failed. So again, that's my biggest complaint. I don't like RNG for stuff like. To me, it seems kind of pointless that you're playing the game, you're getting rewards, you're getting these rewards, these snowflakes, and this is just an example, but this is all throughout this game. And this is very common in Korean games, right? It's all throughout this game. So you're playing a game and you're doing stuff, and as a reward, you get these snowflake crystals. Then you take these snowflake crystals and you want to morph them into a key because you want to get the key so you can open one of these less seasonal boxes. But when I try to morph and make the key, it fails. And to me, that's not really... I think people would enjoy it a lot more if you just knew that by getting the actual snowflakes and making the key, you'd get your reward 100% of the time. Because it just feels like, well, I've done stuff to get these snowflakes, so I've already put effort in to get the snowflakes. So why are you punishing me for the effort to get the snowflakes? It feels like I'm being punished for getting snowflakes. Because when I tried to make the key, it failed. It feels like somebody's slapping me in the face. And so I've never understood that about Korean MMOs. So, and the same thing with this. If we make the leggings here, we have a 25% chance to make the greaves, but it's only 25% chance to proc the ability to possibly make the greaves, right? It's not guaranteed. So if we're making these, the base or Calcum greaves, and it procs this, all the proc means is that you then have a chance to craft the Splendid. So then it's going to go through the little RNG trying to craft the Splendid, and that can still fail, right? So even though you proc the 25% chance to make it, it doesn't guarantee it's going to succeed making it. which again feels like kind of an RNG system that's pointless to me. It feels kind of stupid. It's like you're already saying I only have a 25% chance to make this, and the way the systems work, I mean, it's just kind of punishing. I mean, I understand. I don't know. Yeah, I just not really a fan of these types of systems. But the game's cool. I mean, the game, and like I said, the game is very there's just so much to the game. There's a ton of stuff. You know, like right now I've reached max level just to, you know, let's see if we can go to this world boss. I think this is like a world boss. Let's see if we can get here. Okay. All we really didn't get anything for it. We got like 10 keener or something, I don't know. And of course, even the gathering in the game is RNG, right? So here's like, well, it's gone. I was gonna gather that, but now it's gone. Here, hold a second. Let me get this ore over here. Actually, someone's grabbing it. So, as you can see, just like Aion 1, Gathering's RNG based as well. Like, you see, this is going to fail. I'm trying to get this, and it failed. Now, that's not uncommon. Even in World of Warcraft, you could fail Gathering, right? This looks like it's going to fail again. So, you get 3 attempts on something. I failed 2 of them. The feathers you can gather, and the feathers, you turn the feathers in the feathers get turned in here at this monolith, and but you can only turn it until you get to rank 30, and then you can't turn them in there anymore. And then what you do once you get it maxed is you're going to then use these feathers, just probably for substance morph, and you could turn 1 feather into 50 enhancement stones. So, and then there's other feathers you can collect in the game. These I got from the abyss. And these could be resonated with the monolith, apparently probably inside the abyss. And then there's other feathers you get like these, and these are acquired from doing like dungeons, and you can morph these feathers into wings. And the other thing that's really cool about this game is one thing I do like about the game a lot is I love the wing system, because the different types of wings you get give you different stats. And one other thing that's cool is you can equip, like you can be, like I'm using these wings, the Superior Deva wings, because I think they're my best wings currently, but I can actually make my wings look like any of the wings that I currently own just by saying, equip this skin, right? And now, I'm using that skin. Even though, so yeah, so I love the wing system. And then there's tons of other systems. Let's see if I can do it here. There's the Pantheon. The Pantheon almost feels like a housing system, right? So the Pantheon, you get different items in the game, and when you go to your Pantheon, which is like almost like a house. Actually, it is kind of like a housing system, because you can see there's different places, things you can place. Like here, I placed this statue of Tina here, and they give you stats. Like increase critical hit regeneration, penetration, increase move speed and block chance. So you get these items in the game that you can consume, and once you consume them, then when you go to your Pantheon and you interact with the control panel here, then you can see these are the items I've collected, and you can see I've placed them here. You can only have so many things placed, but these things give you stats. And as you can see, there's lots of other things that you're going to get in the game. There's 95 apparently, and I've got 6. And some of the things that are used are like this one here. You know, there's a treasure, and this is going to make me something I can put in the Pantheon. So to morph this, though, we need more stuff. I don't know where we get the picture frame crafting, but... And this would obviously morph into something that is used for my Pantheon. Okay, so there are a ton of systems. Like, there's so many systems in the game that increase your character's strength. There's also the pet system. The pets you gather, and the cool thing about the game is in most MMOs, getting mounts usually is kind of an arduous journey. It's not something you can do really quickly, really easily, but not in Aion 2. In Aion 2, there's 209 mounts, and to get a mount, it's super easy. You just go find this monster in the world, and you just kill this monster over and over again. He drops these different soul fragments. Once you get enough of them, you acquire the mount. So I currently have 48 different mounts. This is what it looks like when I'm writing, when I'm writing these mounts. So, if I want to use this guy, I just say equip, and they basically are a pet. They show up as a pet next to you here, and then you just, when you mount him, boom, now he's your mount, right? And the thing with the mounts in the game is they give you stats. So the mounts, by getting soul crystals, you open up, or by doing certain things, I can't remember what you do, by collecting different pets or something, you get points that eventually unlock these soul crystals. And the soul crystals are used under your genius insight to level up. And there's different types of mounts, right? Like this is the Cogni, this is the Farah, and this is the Nishira. There's 4 different types of mounts. They all fall into these 4 different categories. Think of like World of Warcraft, you'd have like owls or wolves or, or I don't know, raptors or something, or turtles. Anyway, so there's different types of mounts, and you can go to your pet and you can click on them, and you can go over here and it'll show what type he is right here. This little, here, say, you can see the little, what looks like a little wolf head over here. And so if you were to equip this mount, he's got this little wolf head thing looking here. You see it's this. Actually, it's easy if you just sort by the type. These are all my Cognis, these are all my Farahs, and these are all my Nishiras and Varians. And I don't have any specials, okay? This one's just super cool looking dragon here. So there's different dragons. I think you get these from the cash shop. These comes from the shop. This is also from the event. These you can, this one's pretty cool looking. Anyways, so these are all the Farah pets. So if you go in and you're using a Farah pet, you can apply these stones and money, of course, because Adina is used for everything in this game, and it gives you stats. So if you have that mount as your pet, then you're getting stats for that. I don't know what the red crystals are up here. I've seen this before and I have no idea what that is. So, and then here's like my current stats, which is interesting, and I don't really understand. I mean, this is interesting. Move speed, combat speed. So this shows you all your, this is like basically your stat screen, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot going on in Aion 2. There is a lot to consume in this game. See, I looted a soul Skyrim, so if I don't know that pet already, I could kill these over and over again and basically acquire that pet, but I think I've already got that pet, so. And now the Shugo event. You see the little icon that appeared on my screen. Let me... Okay. Right here, so we can enter the Shugo event. I actually like the Wrath of Asian one. So we're going to teleport to the Wrath of Asian Shugo event. It's kind of a neat one. Again, I struggle with being good at these events. I kind of suck at them, not gonna lie. But they're fun to do, and even if you suck at them. Now, Welps was saying that if you don't finish in the top 2 on the board, you shouldn't get any of the rewards, but of course, I'm not doing that because I want the rewards, but I guess you get keys. I don't really understand, like, if it saves up the keys. Like, here I've got 4 keys. So I'm guessing, so let's say we do this event and we don't use our key at the end to get any rewards. So let's see if the 4 keys, the number of keys goes up, like if it increases. Anyways, I gotta get to bed here in a second. But I mean, this game's crazy. Like, this game has, I mean, if you want to like be like a top tier PvP player in Aion 2, be prepared to be playing like 15 hours a day. Oh yeah, it's 5:17 a.m. here in the United States. So I am going to bed. I work at 9:30, so I can still get another 4 hours of sleep. Did I hype it up? I mean, there's just so much. There's so much to the game. But again, there's a lot of people in the West that really probably, they can't deal with the RNG, you know, because there's a lot of RNG. And there's also a lot of grind to this game because you're grinding different things, grinding dailies. But I mean, most MMOs have that. I think what I like about the game is that you don't have to do. Here, let's go ahead and start doing this event. So you want to gather these balls, right? Okay, someone already ran in this room, which kind of sucks because that's a really good room to be in. What's going to happen is these wraths are going to appear, and you don't want the wrath to hit you. That's a bad thing. Oh. See the wrath there on the left? If they hit you, they'll turn you into a wrath, and the only way to get unwrathed is to turn some other player into a wrath, or to just over a certain amount of time you'll naturally not be a wrath anymore. You can see on the scoreboard, I'm not dead last, but I'm not like near the top either. You don't want to touch those dark colored balls. That's not good. And over time, I think you just slow down naturally, but I like this room because there's always a lot of balls in here. So I'm doing pretty good on this game. Like you can see I'm not dead last. We gotta watch out for this guy. This could be a player or it could just be a wrath. It's not a player because he didn't turn to face me. Okay. Shit. And I am now turned into a wrath. We can't jump, unfortunately we can't jump. Oh, I didn't get him. So you're trying to... Whoa. Ah! And once you start getting near the end of the game, everybody starts getting turned into wraths, and it's just
망령이 되어버렸당. 우들을 만질 수 없당. 달인 대바에게 망령의 저주를 넘기라냐?
so it becomes very difficult to get any balls because you'll just constantly be getting turned into wrath. You don't like to be at the bottom. But this game's kind of fun. It's a fun little mini game. Oh man, I can't believe he hit me. I can't believe he got me. He was a long ways away from me there. I am moving fast.
달인 대바에게 망령의 저주를 넘기라냐?
I think almost everybody's turned into a wrath at this point. I don't see any players. So I'm just going to sit over here and hopefully get this cube. But I think everybody else is probably doing the same thing. See, these people are just waiting to get the cube. Ah.
슬슬 끝날 시간이다. 스릴 만점이었지냐? 고생 많았당.
The bad part about this is you always end up being a wrath at the very end of the game. You just end up being a wrath like a lot. There's only 17 seconds left. I don't know why I'm flying. Whoa, why did I get teleported? Did you see that? I got teleported. Okay, so you can see I'm dead last. So I started off good, and then now if you go to rewards, like you can cancel. I'm gonna say cancel, and we're gonna say choose not to select. Let's confirm. So I chose not to get anything. And the reason I did that is that I'm hoping... Remember, I think I had 2 Shugo Key Festival keys. I'm hoping that then I'll have 3 keys, right? So I'm saving up the keys. See, I don't think it worked, though. See, it says I have 4. So I don't think that worked because I don't think I got another key. So, okay. So I'm not sure if that works. And that was something Welp said. Welp said don't use the key unless you're not if you're not in the top 2. So, but I'm not sure that that's you know, I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know. Or maybe I misunderstood how that works. I don't know, but well, I think part of it's that they have the faster connection, so that definitely they're going to be more responsive. Like I have a delay moving because I'm on a slower ping, but yeah, it's very difficult. I always end up at the like I was doing very good in the beginning of the game, and then once you start getting turned into the ghost, sometimes it's very difficult to turn it around. Like you start getting turned into ghost a couple times, and like you said, they have a better ping. So when I'm trying to catch another player as the ghost, as the wrath, it's easier for them to react because they have a better ping. But that's just an excuse. I mean, I still think you can do well once you get good at once you play the games enough. Let's see. But you can see, here's the map, right? Look how big the map is. It's big. There's a lot of stuff I haven't completed. All these question marks I need to do. All of these fireplaces are strongholds. If they have a green check, I've already done them. So every place on the map we see either a yellow question mark or a fireplace. Then I need to do those. See, like these are probably strongholds. And then any green diamond is a quest. Like here's one that I'm currently on because it's got a number on it. If it doesn't have a number on it, it's just a solid green diamond. Then it's a quest I haven't picked up yet. So I can show you that. Here's 2 quests we haven't picked up right here. So as part of the progression on the game, you want to complete every quest You want to complete every stronghold, and you want to complete every dungeon. There's these little mini dungeons. You want to complete all that stuff, right? So if we go here, and there was a stronghold nearby here, right? So if I go here, you can see right here is a stronghold, right here. And to go to stronghold, just fly inside of it. Boom, stronghold. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Outpost? Have a good night, Outpost. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just doing a little doing this this stronghold here real quick. I've never been to Korea or Taiwan. I would love to go to Korea. Although I will say the only Korean person I've ever met in real life in college was a real jerk. It was a Korean male. He was a real asshole. He didn't like me because in the dorm I lived in college, a lot of the girls in the dorm liked me. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that all the girls liked me. You know what I mean? So he was just a real dick. A jealous dick, I guess, you know? Some big latency right there. So I think one thing that's going to be really, he was really jealous. One thing that's going to be really interesting is I'm playing the game here on the Thai server, and my ping is currently I'm pinging 186. So it's going to be really interesting, like what the game feels like when I play it in the West. Like when this game comes out in the West and I'm playing it, it's going to feel so good because I'm so used to the 186 ping, you know? I mean, think about that. I'll probably excel at the game just because I'm so used to a much slower response. So, like in the fights and stuff, I'm probably going to be like really good, you know? Well, I hope so. I'm hoping I get better at the Shugo games just through practice, and I'll probably watch some videos on YouTube and see if there's maybe some tips and tricks we can find on how to, increase my performance in those games, because I definitely struggle in the Shugo events. We don't really need the orbs, but I always open up the orbs just because there are achievements. Actually, there's achievements for picking those up, so. And you do get stuff for achievements. You get, like, different things, materials and stuff. In fact, achievements are, like, a really big part of this game. Like, if I go here, like, you're going to constantly be, apparently there's 1,299 achievements. So as you go through and get these, you get rewards. So I can collect rewards. And so that's why, I do as much as I can to pick up all the achievements. All right. Ah, I screwed that. I hit the wrong button. I actually hit the wrong keybind there. And that time I dodged, but still, like, those are instances where you get off these really quick dodges sometimes. That's where the ping really hurts you. Because, like, right now I have to always, like, anticipate, like, way ahead of time. It just depends. Some, like, these little mini bosses, a lot of times their attacks are faster than what you get almost in a real boss in, like, a dungeon. Sometimes their attacks can be, like, the telegraphs don't give you much time. So, anyways, and that is what completing a stronghold looks like. And you will get these scrolls here for your belt. So basically enchant your belt. You'll get these scrolls that allow you to enchant your belt. And you're going to eventually want to enchant your belt up to, I think, like plus 20. So and that would be these here, right? Actually, the amulet ones. So you get these for doing strongholds. And they're very expensive. You can see mine's currently at plus 9. Or it's plus 8. But you can see how much money it starts to cost you to do enchanting. To go from plus 8 to plus 9 is 44,000. That's not cheap. Imagine what it's going to be when I'm like at plus 15 or plus 17. It's going to be like hundreds of thousands of Adina. Sorry, Kina. Adina's actually Lineage 2 currency. But that's it. Again, the graphics in this game, as you can see, are absolutely beautiful. Always grab the feathers. And the other thing that's nice in the game is that you can transmog your gear whenever you want, just by going to your closet, and you acquire transmogs by disenchanting gear. When you disenchant, you have a chance, like a 25% chance, I think, to obtain the skin. So you can see I don't have very many skins, which is kind of funny. These are the different types of. This is what my chest piece currently looks like. It looks this dress, but we can make it look like different stuff. Actually, I think it's this one. I actually like this dress quite a bit. And then you can hide stuff. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these things. That, and oh, it was like a skirt. I didn't know I had a skirt. There's the pretty much like I'm wearing nothing. Where's the boots? Boots. Let's go with these boots. Actually, the dress, it's a cool dress she's got, actually. There you go. And bada bing, bada boom. Now that's what we look like. Did you see her wink at me? She just winked at me. And of course, you can transmog. Although I like this current weapon, the way it looks. But you can transmog your weapon too, right? So you can do your weapon. You can even do your like earrings and stuff. If I put my hair up, you can see my earrings look like this one here, but we could change that if we wanted to. Make it look like these, but I think those are ugly. We're gonna go both sides. And then there's the closet shop. There's cash shop stuff you can buy. I actually would love to have this hat. I think the hat's cool. But these things are super expensive. Like ridiculous expensive, like 1,080. I mean, this is like 35 real world dollars. And the worst part is I think, oh, okay, so this, you can only buy this during this time, assuming after this time period, these items are going to disappear from the cash shop. So the one thing, like if we go out of here and we go to the shop and we go to, so this is like the Christmas event. The one thing here that I'm thinking about buying, which I shouldn't, but because this is the Thai server, right? So it's not like I'm going to be playing this server forever, but I mean, we'll be playing this server for probably about a year because this game isn't going to come out here in the United States until probably the end of next year. But I have been considering getting these wings because I think they're pretty cool. But they're expensive. But yeah, and you can't buy them with Kuno, whatever it's called. It's only bought with either real world money or whatever. I don't know what this currency is. It says, yeah, I don't. It costs money. So let's see if I hit purchase. So yeah, now it's going to go to the payment. So you actually have to pay real world money. I don't really understand why it says 2,900 earned. I don't know what that means. You know, does that mean like if you buy this with real world money, you earn? Maybe you get. You know, yeah, I don't understand what that means. What I thought possibly what it means is that when you're using real world currency to buy stuff, that you're earning these points, and that these points can probably be used to purchase something. Oh, it's mileage. Okay, so that's what it is. So these points, these are mileage points. So when you use real world currency to buy stuff, you get mileage points, and then these can be used to buy these. Like these, right now, this is all you can buy with them. Right. But anyways, man, that just scratches the surface, man. That's just scratching the surface. There's so much to this game. I mean, there's so much to this game. And of course, the water is some of the best looking water you'll see in an MMO. My chick's hot. Let's see, we get the 30 snowflakes. So we're gonna get more snowflakes. You just get them if you have a subscription. Every so often you just, I think, acquire them, I think. So we'll try to make more of those keys, and hopefully we'll be able to open some stuff. The other thing too is the talent system, right? So if we go in here and we look at the skills, like you have these skills and you can see like they have ranks, right? So this is ranked to level 10, but you can see right now it says max level. So I don't really understand that because it says max level down here. But it can go to level 16 because you can see this here 12 means once you go to level 12 with this skill, then you unlock this ability here. See, it's currently locked. Special skill effect unlocked upon reaching ferocious strike level 12. You know what it could be? Now I think I might understand how this works. I think the reason, oh, I got an idea. I think this is unlocked. Now I think I understand how this works. I think this is unlocked on, where is it? Here. Because as you go through these boards, you'll find, see here, see Insulting Roar? But we don't have any points. Can we reset this? I don't think we can. Refund node. It costs a Devanian crystal to refund a node? And apparently I don't have a crystal. I don't know why you'd really want to refund a node, but basically what I'm saying is I think maybe what happens is, and that's one thing I never says here, it says Insulting Roar level 7. No, this can't be right. This can't be right because I've never understood what this... See, this is Ironclad Defense level 12. Let's go back, because that's what my current level is. See, if you look at Ironclad Defense, where is it? Here. See, I'm currently level 12 on Ironclad Defense. But if I go to the Devanian board, we have this. Oh, yeah, so it does. It does. Okay, so that's correct. See, here it says skill level up, Ironclad Defense level +1. So that makes sense. Now I'm glad I figured this out because I was confused here. Because see, this is level 10 and I can't go any higher, but we know we can get to level 16. At least we should be able to, which is another 6 levels. What that means is most likely there's 6 more of those on these boards, right? We're going to find 6 more of these skills, right? And they're going to be these green ones. So like, yeah, so it'd be cool to reset. Like I would love to be able to reset the board, which it looks like it's very difficult to do. But because when I was doing these boards, a lot of times I just kind of was going through and grabbing the orange ones, these corner pieces. I wasn't really thinking too much about the green ones because I didn't really understand what they meant. I didn't understand this was actually leveling up some of these skills. I didn't even understand that. We can refund, but I don't know, is this... So I guess we can... You get these crystals from doing different things in the game. You can probably also, believe it or not, a lot of stuff you can just purchase on the cash shop. So if we go to the shop, let's see if we can actually purchase crystals. Doesn't look like you can. God, 100 for 1 Resurrection Spearstone? That's like ridiculously expensive. Some of the prices on here are just, they're just ridiculous. The cost of this shit, man. Like these NCSoft, this NCSoft as a company, man, they are some greedy motherfuckers. Like ridiculously greedy. I'm looking for the materials. Where's the materials? Like, where's the actual... Because you can buy materials in here. Their cash shop is a little confusing. Like, see, there's more to it than this. This is not even... Here it is. See here, under here. You can buy all these things, right? And here's the energy. Look how much it costs to buy energy. You can buy blacksmithing materials, armor smithing materials, right? Consumables. Here we go. So with the mileage, which we have, 10,770 mileage, we can buy stuff. So I could actually buy a cube expansion with that. Oh, we could buy an appearance change voucher with 26,000. But I mean, the amount of like the way it's set up. Like, for example, this mileage, the only way you get these mileage points is by purchasing stuff. Is by spending, like, if you spend real world money, you get mileage points here. If I go into the event here and I buy anything I buy with a real world currency, like here, like if I buy one of these cosmetic sets, I get a bunch of mileage points. But I doubt you get mileage points in any other way other than spending real world money. You know? But if you're really good at making Kina currency, then you can, what you can do is you can go to the market. I didn't get a settlement yet. And you can do your, sell stuff. Like I have a couple things in the market. I have this, and hopefully I'll sell some of this. But dude, it's late. I got to get to bed. Dude, I can't believe it's this late. But you can see this game is just crazy. There's so much to this game. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Oh, okay, see you later, man. Peace out. I am out of here.